Greetings and welcome to part 5 of the saxophone series using essential elements. For this we're going to be looking at the green belt for band karate. This is going to focus on numbers 59 through 85 in your essential elements book starting on page 14. A couple things to be remembering: that diving breath, great posture, feet flat, fanny forward, remembering to have that saxophone size with your neck strap and the mouthpiece move so you can keep your head straight and the saxophone comes to you. So that's great, efficient looking. Make sure you're tonguing every single note, ta, 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 to get that nice crisp sound. Good, let's go on. Here's number 14, or page 14. And the top it talks about a tie. It says, curved line connecting notes of the same pitch. Play one note for the combined counts of the tied notes. Basically what that means, if you have two notes, they're the same note, you tie them together to make one note. Okay, look at 59, fit to be tied. You start off with a half note D, then you have two quarter note C's, but they're tied together. So you're only going to play one long C there. So each quarter note is one beat. 1 plus 1 is 2. So you're going to hold that C for 2 beats. Okay, the next measure, you have a half note G, then you have two quarter note A's tied together, so you're going to play that A for 2 beats. Okay, they could have written a half note, but they're demonstrating what a tie looks like. Notice about halfway through the song, you have two E's tied together, and then you have two D's that aren't tied together, so that means you play 2 D's. Okay, if they're not tied, you play each note. If they are tied, you play one long one for the duration of both of those. Here's 59. Number 60 is called Alouette. This one, you start off with 2 C's that are tied together. One's a half note, which is 2 beats, tied to a quarter note, 1 beat. So you're going to hold that C for 3 beats. One is called Alouette the Sequel. I will tell you, it's the exact same song as 60. Sounds the same, but there's a new concept in here. Look at the orange box above. It talks about a dotted half note. So it's a half note with a little dot next to it. That means you're going to hold that note for 3 beats. So just like a half note tied to a quarter note, that's also 3 beats. Okay? If a composer is going to use one or the other, they're going to use the dotted half note. But we'll show you what the tie is going to be used for more later in the book. So let's play number 61 using these dotted half notes. Again, holding them for 3 beats. Is called Camptown Races, and this is your first green belt song. Congratulations. Look at this one. It's got allegro is the tempo marking, so you're going to play fairly fast. You start off mezzo forte, so you're going to have a medium loud volume to start with there. There are some dotted half notes in here. There are a bunch of eighth notes, and it is repeated. We're going to do the repeat for this one because it's a belt song. 63, called New Directions, is another new note. Note D, but it's loaded. Notice we're below that E, G, B, D, F, and the space. Now underneath that, we go alphabetically. We have E, D, right? Because normally we go up the alphabet, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now we go backwards. So D just kind of hangs out below the staff there. Same fingering as your D, the first note you learned, except no thumb And it's really low, so you might have to kind of barf into it. Really relax that jaw. If you don't, you'll still hear a high D or a growl, as your instrument won't know what to do. So here is 63 new directions using a low D. 64 is the nobles starting you on that low D. That's kind of hard, but we're going to do it because it's there and it's good practice getting that low D. Looking at page 15 in your Essential Elements book, at the very top it talks about a 3-4 time signature. We've had 4-4 where there's 4 in every measure. We've had 2-4 where there's 2 in every measure. This is 3-4. Now there's going to be 3 beats in the measure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, the beat stays the same, but the feel of the music is going to be just a little different when you have it, we call it in 3. Here's 67, 3-beat jam. 68, bar carol. Look at that one. You've got moderato, a nice moderate, medium speed. 3-4 time. And we've got a tie at the end. You notice the last 2 measures of bar carol, 68 here. You've got a dotted half note B tied to a quarter note B in the next measure. So you're going to hold that B for 4 beats. This is where a tie is mostly used, is to tie notes across measures, because you can only have so many beats per measure, but sometimes you want it to tie over the measure. So that's where you're mostly going to see a tie used. Here's bar carol, 68. 'Did you notice that crescendo and decrescendo towards the end, where you get louder and then you get softer? Look at 69, Morning from Peer Gynt. This one is Andante, a slow walking tempo. You're in 3, again 3-4 time signature, and you have another crescendo from the beginning piano, which is soft, up to a mezzo forte, and then back down to a piano. Mexican clapping song uses one more unique concept, and if you look in 200 boxes above it, right under 69, it says an accent. It looks kind of like a decrescendo, a mini one, but it's on one note. What that means, it means punch the note, emphasize note, give it just a little more punch and pizzazz. So here's Mexican clapping song using an accent. Young player, this might be kind of hard, and it might just sound kind of yucky at first. That's okay. Keep practicing it, you'll get it. A lot of people have talked about accents as more of a weight. Boom, boom. All right. Let's go on to the next page, page 16 in your book. All right. At the top of the page, it talks about an accidental. It says any sharp, flat, or natural sign which appears in music without being in the key signature is called an accidental. We haven't really talked about a key signature. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But basically, notes can be flat, sharp, or natural. Right now, you have seen notes that are natural and sharp. You haven't come across any flat notes. You won't for a little bit more in the book. In fact, I think the first time is like 107. Let me just check that, just to make sure I'm right. Sometimes it's just nice to know you're right on something. think that's for B flat. Yep, that's for your first flat note, 107. So we got a while before we get there. The notes that don't have anything, when you learned D, C, B, A, G, those are natural notes, okay? The F you've learned so far is F sharp. That's the one that looks like a hashtag, okay? We're going to be learning a new note called F, or F natural. In that orange box, you see the natural symbol right there. It says it cancels a flat or a sharp, remains in effect for the entire measure. So a natural sign looks kind of close to a sharp sign, except there's only 2 little points on it. 73 hot muffins, we're learning an F natural. We learned F sharp, now we're learning F natural, which is first finger on the bottom, G and first finger. This is low F, so no thumb. I'll ruin the surprise. Hot muffins is hot cross buns starting on A. Okay, so it's going to go A, G, F natural, A, G, F natural, and then you have 4 F naturals, F, 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 but you say only the first one has a natural sign. Why are they all natural? Well, the reason for that is whenever you put a sharp, flat, or a natural sign on a note, it means all the ones that come after that in that particular measure, that box, are going to be the same. Okay, so in this case, the first one is F natural, so all of them in that measure are going to be F natural. Let's hear how this is going to sound. 75, basic blues, is using another new note, high F. Okay, again, high F natural. So first finger with thumb for this one. Notice it's on the top line, right? Good boys do fine always. No, I'm sorry, that's bass F. Every good boy does fine. Woo! Every good boy does fine. So the top F there. Alrighty, here we go. Let's try this 75. 76 is high flying. Look above it. It talks about a new key signature. Let's talk about key signatures now. Okay. Notice, first take a look at, let's go to 78. We're going to get to that one. But look at number 78. You notice how between the treble clef and the 4/4, there's a little arrow that says check time signature, or check key signature on 78. You notice there's a little sharp sign, the hashtag, on the F line. Okay, right? Every good boy does fine. That means that every F in your song is going to be F sharp, middle finger. Okay? All right, so then take a look at number 76 in your book on 16 here, high flying, and notice that between the treble clef and the 3/4, there's no sharp sign. That's because they want you to use F natural, first finger F, okay? So the key signature tells you what's flat, sharp, or natural in your sign. If there's no flat or sharp on it, it means regular, natural note. If they want something to be sharp, then they'll put a sharp sign on it, or flat, they'll put a flat sign in there. And then if they want something different, sometimes they'll put it right on the note. So if you look at number 73 for a second, hot muffins, you notice that the key signature between the 2/4 and the treble clef has an F sharp, but you played F natural. The reason for that is that if they put the sign on the note directly, that supersedes, that is, you look at that before you look at the key signature, which is why you go A, G, F natural, and they wanted that F natural, so they put that natural sign on there. Okay, a little confusing, but that's okay. So 76, high flying, your key signature has nothing, so that means first finger F natural. There's only one in here with your thumb. The other new thing about this is you have first and second endings. Okay, so you only have this with a repeat sign. There has to be a repeated section to do this. It says play through the first ending, then play the repeated section of music, skipping the first ending and playing the second ending. A little confusing. So basically what you're going to do is you play from the beginning of the song all the way to the repeat sign. Then you go back to the beginning of the song. Then you go all the way until you come to that 1, that bracket. You see the little bracket above the music that has a 1? Okay, so you stop there, you jump over that 1, you go to 2, and then you finish the piece. So let's go through the notes in this one so you can follow along. It goes G, C, D, E, 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 F natural, A, D, A, G, B, C, D, E, D. Now I'm in the first ending. D, C, A, G, G. Repeat to the beginning. G, C, D, E, 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 F, A, D. A, G, B, C, D, E, D. Now jump over to the 2. C. And that's how it goes. Let's play it. Let me adjust this for a second to make it a little more to my liking. Okay. Repeat. Jump. Okay, so that's how this is going to go. I'm not going to say the jump. I'm just going to play it this time. Let's go on to 78, your last Greenbelt song. So 76 and 72 were your other Greenbelt songs. 78 is up on a housetop. Notice that your allegro. Your key signature has an F sharp, so any F you may encounter is middle finger. Notice that you're 4/4 time, so 4 beats in a measure. Mezzo forte to start off for your dynamics. It goes to forte towards the end of the first line. Notice you have a first and second ending, so same thing. You go beginning to the repeat sign, back to the beginning, go up to 1, jump to 2, and then go to the end of the piece. Remember those little accents on those notes? That means give it a little more weight, a little more punch, a little more pizzazz. Look at number 80 in your book now on page 17. This is a high G. Okay, you played low G, one of the first notes you learned. High G is the same as that, you add your thumb. Okay, notice it sits on top of the staff, right? Low, high. In the big airstream, notice that your key signature is F natural. There's no sharp signs. You're going to play first finger F for this. Down by the station, number 83 is just a fun one I like to do, so let's do it. Notice allegro, fast, mezzo forte for your whole dynamic level, medium loud. It's F natural, 2/4 times, so 2 beats in a measure. Fun. All right, so that completes the green belt. The next video is going to focus on the purple belt. You're doing well. Keep on practicing every day. We'll see you next time.